Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Week 12 edition of the ridiculous video series that you find yourself watching right now, and Week 12 of the Vikings NFL season. This week, my computer had a complete meltdown, finishing off the meltdown that had started many weeks ago. So with the help of StreamYard, I am bringing the show to you. Hopefully it's okay. I don't have a way of quickly checking to see if everything's all right. Hopefully it's fine. This week, the Vikings are taking on the Bears at home on Monday Night Football, and I am enjoying going back to the Drekker well for their Chonk birthday cake Sunday sour. It's got all their malt and hops and flora and stuff listed on here, and the gimmicks for Chonk are strawberry, raspberry, cream of coconut, lactose, and confetti cake. I took the liberty of pouring some into a glass because I was really curious what color a birthday cake Sunday sour is, and the answer is a really pleasant pink, orange, red kind of smoothie. Skull, feel it there. Oh. My first thoughts are that is strawberry, a little bit of raspberry, but mostly the strawberry comes through very powerfully. And then as you kind of taste it and process it, the creamy coconut smoothness really helps level off what I think would be otherwise a very tart strawberry taste. Very good, very smooth, even smells really good. Yeah, that's a really good one. I don't know, comparing it to the smoothie sour that I had, I think it was back on Halloween. I don't know which one. I might lean this one slightly, although that one had really pineapple tanginess to it that I enjoyed. I'm not sure. This is very, very good, though. Highly recommended. Thank you, Drekker. Okay, I'm going to keep this one pretty quick. The Vikings had kind of a bummer last week against the Broncos. The Broncos aren't the shame to lose to that we thought they maybe were. So there's maybe not, we shouldn't be worrying so much about that loss, especially after what the Broncos did to the Browns yesterday. But it would have been nice to get a win there. And it felt like, again, the Vikings stepped on their own toes. I believe they're like undefeated when they don't turn the ball over as much this season, but they keep turning the ball over. And every time they've given up the ball more than they've gotten it, they've lost. The Bears are, I believe, bottom of the league in sacks. So hopefully that means Dobbs has lots of time in the pocket. The Bears are really good against the run. I forget exactly where they rank, but really good against the run, really defensively, and really pretty bad against passing attacks. I want to say they're like 11th in expected points allowed per play against the pass, which means basically you can throw the ball against them, which is good because that's what the Vikings like to do. Even with Dobbs, the Vikings are one of the heaviest passing offenses in the league, thanks to having targets like Addison and TJ Hawkinson, KJ Osborne, and even Brandon Powell to throw to. On the other side, the Vikings, I was surprised to learn this week in my research, are actually like noticeably better against the run than the pass. I knew our secondary had issues, but I guess I didn't realize that there was as much of a difference in where our pass defense ranked versus our run defense. So the Vikings are doing pretty well against the run. They're giving up a lot of explosive pass plays. I want to say they're like top 10 in like points allowed to wide receivers. They are, if you've been following the Vikings at all this year, you probably know, they are blitzing at a tremendously high rate. Brian Flores' defense is incredibly aggressive, which can be a lot of fun, and it can help keep the pressure on and get quarterbacks to make mistakes. But against a really talented, super athletic running quarterback like Justin Fields, they can get loose, and then they have a lot of space to run in because all the defenders are in the backfield. The big concern is either that, he's able to slip out of the pocket, opens up in front of him and he can run out, or if the pass defense they let him blitz but make him run behind the quarterback, then there's space wherever they came from for him to go. And do I talk with my hands enough? I think that's the biggest concern tonight. Fields is inconsistent at quarterback. He can have these really accurate, beautiful deep passes. He had one against the Lions last week, but he can also really kind of throw up some ducks. And I hope the blitzing makes him throw more of the latter than the former. It would certainly be nice to get another win in the division. The Vikings, of course, beat the Packers and beat the Bears. They beat the Packers, right? Oh, yeah, that's the game that Cousins went out. So they beat the Packers and the Bears, currently undefeated in the division. If they beat the Bears tonight, they will have swept the Bears. They go into the bye next week, incredibly late in the season. And then they come back, they play the Raiders, who they should be able to beat. The Bengals, who without Burrow are not the same team, but I'm not exactly counting them out just yet. And then they play in the last 3 weeks, the Lions, the Packers, and the Lions again. So if they can win tonight, and I hope they do, it keeps them on track, keeps them in the wild card hunt, take a week off, come back, beat a couple beatable teams, and then it's for all the marbles the last 3 weeks, they're going to fight for the division, which after the first 3 weeks going 0-3, looking as just woebegone as they did, and after losing Cousins, after losing JJ, it just felt like there's no way this team had a chance to even be in the playoff hunt. So to be here in week 12 and excited for a playoff push, possibly even a divisional championship, is something really special, and I'm enjoying it. Hope you are too. Hope you had a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Skull feeleth there. And go Vikings. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm ending this.